The city of Vaughan has come up with several measures to provide financial relief to residential taxpayers and local business owners. Let's get some details now. We're live to Vaughan's Mayor, Mauricio Bevilacqua, who's on the line with us tonight. Thanks so much for joining us, Mayor. What is the latest from, City Council in terms of decision-making for relief?
Well, I'm very proud, first of all, the citizens of Vaughan, and I'm impressed by their discipline, focus, and resiliency. They are exemplary citizens who are doing their very best to deal with the challenges of COVID-19. They understand that we're in this together, that we're going to emerge stronger. Yesterday, we launched the Vaughan Business Action Plan, was focused on safeguarding the local economy and protect businesses, consumers, and citizens. We took action on to support the restocking of store shelves, enhanced movement of goods, improved business ground transportation, and also suspended the municipal accommodation tax and maintained small business services. Today, we took further action to support citizens, small business owners, and all property taxpayers. Effectively, immediately, the city is waiving the late penalty charge on interim tax bills, no late payment fee on or interest till June 1st, and if at that time an extension is required thereafter, it will be considered. The city also offers its elderly homeowners tax assistance program for 2020, which is a tax credit in the amount of $377 provided by the city to elderly homeowners. This has been extended to April 30th. By waiving the late penalty charges and billing installments, people will be able to have greater flexibility in their budgeting. We, along with obviously our provincial and federal partners, are doing our very best to address the concerns and issues related to COVID-19. And if I may, I would like to personally thank Prime Minister Trudeau as well as Premier Ford for their cooperation during this challenging time. Both governments have been accessible and very helpful to our city.
What are you hearing from homeowners, business owners, people who pay rent in your city, live in your city, even anecdotally about the impact that this is having on their finances, on their livability?
Well, these are challenging times, but I will say something about our business community. They're very resilient. They are people that understand the business cycle, that there are ups and downs, but there's no question about the fact that they're taking a major hit. But they are so resourceful. Many conversations that I've had with them are about what happens after COVID-19. Mm-hmm. How are they going to recalibrate their business? How are they going to move forward? Nobody's throwing up their arms in despair. They're actually rolling up their sleeves to bring about positive change. They're very focused. As you probably know, this is a community that has economic growth of approximately 4%. We've created 60,000 jobs in the past 8 to 10 years. We have an unemployment rate of 4.2%, one of the lowest in North America. So this is a very entrepreneurial community. We understand that this is a very difficult time in our city's history, but we're also focused on the future with a great deal of hope and optimism. We're going to come out of this stronger.
We hear from the health officials most specifically recently about sort of worst-case scenarios and planning for those worst-case scenarios. I know that these are measures, financial measures that you've put in place for relief sort of in the immediate future. Have you looked long-term if these sort of measures have to be in place for months from now? Is that sustainable?
Well, there is no choice here. This is a very challenging time. It's not, this is an extraordinary time, and we need extraordinary measures. We need to continue to make sure that everything stays afloat and that people can continue to live. This is now a very big test for the role of government, and I think both the federal and provincial governments have recognized that with major packages. Look, $82 billion federal aid package speaks to how serious this situation is. I just finished a meeting actually with Mackenzie Health. They are ready, and they are also quite confident that we can get through this period. So a lot of hope and optimism here in the city of Vaughan, but there's no question about right now we're going through a difficult time.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that is the Mayor of Vaughan, Mauricio Bevilacqua. Thanks again for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
It is 7:14. We're sitting at 6 degrees outside.